There is a man who needs to get a reduction on his unit, Divine Feminine, because you are celibate. Your shit just bounces right back. You know, there are some women who your her is so flexible, young at heart, ageless, stretchless, that it feels like your thing never changes. It never changed. Now, you could have just recently slept with someone that you haven't slept with in a while, and they cannot believe that you still feel the same as you did back in college for someone, high school. There's a lot of reuniting of people, and then there's a lot of immediate forced separation too, unless you're staying to yourselves and not speaking to anyone. But there's a man here who's like, I don't know how am I gonna get in there? Tri-bar, WD-40, Divine Masculine. This could be a husband of yours. I don't know if you, immediately I just want to say this. There's a woman who heard this about you, and she got angry, and she went to get some type of vagioplasty, and I don't know if it was a cruel joke. They could have damn near closed her up. It's too much that he actually can't get in. He's trying to figure out a way to form a date with you. This guy could be, I'm looking at the length of this, he could have been about 10 fucking inches, Divine Feminine, and I feel like he's used to holes being like this. Okay? This. He's very good with it. Definitely. Yeah, now it's like, look at now, I gotta shine a light in this bitch. How do I get in there? Look at this. I wonder. Alice? Yeah. Don't give up, is what they're saying, though. This may be what some of you larger men. Let's say this. Let's say for you men who know that you're huge. There's a woman out there for everybody. There's even women out there for smaller penises. Some of us have inverted uteruses. I have one, and I'm small at the same time. It's not always pleasing to have a man who's that big. Doesn't mean that you're not pleasing men, but yeah, both of these things. One's 9 inches, one's 10. That's way too much. There are men now who they want to be with these women who have been celibate. I'm interested in this. The ones who actually are celibate, not the ones who said you can stick it in my ass, just not there. They're just worried about am I gonna? Is this how you're gonna need a tow truck? Well, that's pretty big, goddamn. But yeah, somebody could have tried it and it didn't fit. And there's a really good man here who's like, I feel like almost a pedophile. They're used to either asses, and these were men that were either gay or they may not have been gay. They could have been used to the celibate thing because of another reason. Either way, they're used to feeling something else. I'm going to have to get a penis reduction. I don't know if that's ever been a thing. There are going to be surgeons who are like, my God, my phone's ringing off the hook. We don't want these other ones now. Wait, the heat. They're in heat. Got it. Yeah. I got to fight and push that thing. I'm not going to do that. They don't want to hurt you. This is a very generous man in all areas, and he's got a good heart. And he actually said, I don't want to do this. I don't even want to be with her until I get this done. I could tell it hurt. TF. Now, this could be a twin flame or someone named Tiffany or Sean Tiffany, Selena Tiffany, TFSN, tisk, 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 KO. What I also am getting is that there's somebody who's going to try and say, that they overheard this guy talking about this and they recorded a conversation, they're going to try and say that this guy was talking about a little girl. He's not. He's speaking about a woman who's actually celibate. So when you do that, it's muscles, they contract. Yeah, don't do that. The click of the tongue. They do that. You don't need a caulking gun. That was somebody said. How do we fill this in? Spray foam? Tell me about, there's a woman on the other side that he didn't realize how big of a deal this was until it's just a lot of air. How is it possible? How many men have you screwed that somebody like me could get that out of you? Who is this? I'm done. It's not enjoyable for me anymore. Somebody he doesn't, there's no balance here. Yeah, we're way out of balance. A Libra. It's ironic that this one is upside down with no balance, and then yeah, it's just all air coming out. I don't even feel anything in there. It's scary to think of how many were in there. Did they just push your insides away? I mean, how does this work? It's like a cave. That's an empty cave, cold and dark, and just, I feel sick afterward. This motherfucker can't even get up to do anything afterward. I feel spiritually sick. I finally understand what it means to get a sexually transmitted demon, or just to feel spiritually. There's no love there. I can no longer stick my unit or my member inside of a woman who doesn't look healthy, okay? Doesn't have love to show and to share. I find there's no opportunity at all. I can't even have a conversation, so what am I doing here? There are men who now want to get what you're supposed to get out of actually placing your dick inside of a real woman. This is exciting. We love you. We're not going nowhere. Bye-bye.